What's good, YouTube? This is the Yugi Collector here, 67401, and I guess this is it. The rumors seem like they have been true, and this is the list off of the Shriek website, or Manjomi Thunder. So this is it right here, and I'm going to go down the list and let you guys know what's happening. And they only list the changes, and on the 21st of this month, which is next Tuesday, I believe, that will be when the V-Jump magazine, from which they have these photos from, will have, I should have a friend of mine who will get the book if I don't get it myself, so we can go over what Japan has chosen to ban, restrict, and semi, and whatever. So first off, we get to the forbidden list and we see our lovely Bryonic Dragonite Ice Barrier will be gone, as well as Future Fusion. So the only dragon left in the Ice Barrier group is Gunnar, which is the only one left. And Future Fusion is gone, so Chaos is going to be hurt somewhat. My Dragoonity OTK will be hurt, but I'll get around it. Next, we go to the restrictions, means you can only use one of these. They listed Insector Damsel, but that is Dragonfly, for those of you that don't know. And Hornet will be at 1. Chaos Sorcerer is going to 1. Spore is coming back at 1. And the Resurrection of Tsukiyomi is at 1. Now, a friend of mine went on TCGplayer.com and we found out that the rare Tsukiyomis are already priced at $10. The commons are probably priced at between $6 and $7, which is pretty insane to see this card come back, because it is known to have been the Monarch Destroyer. Since the Monarchs only have 1,000 defense, you play Tsukiyomi, you book him down, destroy it, and then end your turn, Tsukiyomi goes back to your hand. So, but that's going to open a lot of plays for a lot of other cards that go off of flipping, or they can only use their effect while they're face up, sort of like wind-ups, yada yada yada. Now, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon has been reduced to 1, so it's going to make playing Gustav Max somewhat more difficult, but it can still be done. Then this was a shock. Evagishki Gus Crake will be at 1. I saw this crazy combo on the Yugi Pro through YouTube that had a combo with Evagishki and Heretics. Now that was an amazing combo. It can still happen, it just won't be as fast. Now for them to hurt the windups, they knocked Carriers in Mighty. They call it Mainspring in Japan, but we know it as windup. He will be at 1. So the loop has been put on a super slow. It has hit the biggest speed bump in Yu-Gi-Oh! Since they did win Nationals in America and in Europe. But this is what they chose to do to slow down the loop. And Ultimate Offering has went to 1. So for the gadget players, I know they're getting ready for the Gear Gaias. They don't really need Ultimate Offering, but it's always good to have it. So I guess I'll just be losing one of those in my deck, which is no big deal. Now we move on to the semi-limiteds, which means you can use 2 of these. We have Rescue Rabbit at 2. So Dino Rabbit can still be used to a certain extent, but I never played the deck. I went against several others, but using it doesn't really bother me. So, and then Agent Mystery of Earth returns to 2. So Agent players may have something to smile about, but they lose the Chaos Sorcerer to 1. Then we see Debris Dragon returns to 2, which is pretty interesting. That's going to open a lot of Black Rose Dragon plays and whatever the other plays they want. Then Black Wings, Kalu the Moonshadow makes a return. So he goes to 2, which is interesting. And then we see this that says Death Guide leaving the underworld, bound for the living world. That will be our tour guide. So when Japan gets it in their extra pack October 13, tour guide will be reduced to 2. So you can't run 3. I only use 1, so that doesn't hurt me. Emergency Call, E-Call, is down to 2 because heroes are pretty broken because of the Bubble Blade, XC Heroes that's been online and other stuff, whatnot. So that's the one thing they use to hurt heroes. Pot of Duality goes to 2, which is interesting. But I only used 2 when I did have them, so using 2 doesn't really bother me. Heretic Seal of Gathering, which is the Rota for Heretic Dragons. You can search for any Heretic and add it to your hand, so now that's only at 2. So that's no big deal. Hero Lives goes to 2 due to the fact that Japan won with Heroes at Nationals, at their Japan National Championship. So losing that to putting that at 2, that's no biggie. Reasoning comes to 2. Now that's pretty shocking because it's been at 1 for a while, but this is a big shock. Mirror Force goes to 2. Now that is pretty insane. Honestly, I had big questions about this list when I first saw so many people say, well, this is the list, this is the list. I said to myself, I wouldn't believe it until I saw it on this website. So now it's on this website, so now I believe it. Then we go down to the no longer restricted, means you can run 3 of these bad boys in your deck. We have Necro Gardener, Marshmallow, Emergency Teleport, Destiny Draw, Level Limit Area B, Swords of Revealing Light will go to 3, and Magic Cylinder will go to 3. So that's pretty interesting to see 3 cylinders in the deck and 3 swords in the deck. 3D draws, I'm pretty sure we'll see a lot of Destiny Hero plays being used. We may even see a Teledad deck come back to this format. But we see that Blackluster Soldier was not touched on this list, folks. So that means your BLS is still good, and we're not getting Chaos Emperor Dragon Envoy of the End in his place, because he is way too worse of a broken card to play in this format, or any format. But still, to make a note that Tsukiyomi makes a return, that is by far the biggest shock that I heard so far what they're doing. I can understand for the Insectors because they won 1st, 2nd, and 3rd at Worlds, so they had to do something to hurt the deck. People are saying it was a toss-up between Hornet, Dragonfly, and Centipede, but they chose to knock out Dragonfly and Hornet. They chose to knock them down to 1. But Spore coming back and not Glow Above, that's no problem. I mean, I like Spore. Spore was cool. I didn't really use him for his effect. I just used him because he's a 1-star tuner. But anywho, this is our list, folks. And to lose Bryo, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, and Future Fusion, I clearly think they knocked Future Fusion down because of Zephyros. And now we have E-Hero Escudida has finally made it to the TCG from the GX Manga 9. So that is our list, folks. And we will see this go on our site, I'll say maybe a week before they post it, before it's officially up. So I say get your plays of your Bryos and your Future Fusions out while you can, because you don't have much longer left to use them. And everything else, run your 3 Dragonflies, run your 3 Hornets, your 3 Sorcerers, your 3 Metal Dragons, your 3 Evergishki Guskrake, your 3 Zemites, your 2 Offerings. Get the good use out of it while you can. Your 3 Rabbits, your 3 Tour Guides, your 3 E-Calls, your 3 Pot of Dualities, your 3 Heretic of Ceilings. Get those plays out while you can. Your 3 Hero Lives. And then we'll make room for those cards when they come in. Well, that is what I got to say on this. It's pretty shocking that they let Tsukiyomi make a return. So I'm going to have to find some room and fit it in there. And make room for 3 Magic Cylinders and make room for 2 Mirror Forces, which is pretty shocking. But this is what Japan wants to do, and this is the music we got to dance to. So if you don't like it, oh well. If this hurts your deck, oh well. Build a new deck, because you're going to have to. So this is the Yugi Collector 6741. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And we will see this list go up September 1st, ladies and gentlemen. That will be it. So this is the Yugi Collector signing out.